Now to Aquila. It's offloaded its 50% interest in the Isaac Plains coal mine in Queensland to Japan's Sumitomo for $430 million. The deal secures part of the $5.77 billion needed to finance Aquila's proposed West Pilbara iron ore project, which is due to start in 2014. Aquila also announced that it has terminated the sale of its manganese asset in South Africa, but talks to sell the Washpool coking coal asset continue. Let's just check on shares of Aquila today, and as you can see, they're doing very well. Actually, they're sitting up 12 cents at the moment, a gain of about 2.4% to $5.12. They have been to $5.34 though during the session. Still one of the best performing on the market today. Let's get some analysis on this stock now, and we're joined by Campbell Harris from RBS Morgans. Campbell, great to see you. Thanks for your time. Just firstly, what do you make of this news from Aquila, this asset sale?
Yeah, good morning, Bridie. Obviously, Aquila have had some headwinds for the last few months. How they're going to get the money to pay for their iron ore project in Western Australia. And today, as we've seen, they're performing well because they have come out and said that they sold its 50% interest in its Isaac Plains coal mine in Queensland to Japan's Sumitomo Corp for $430 million. And the deal is obviously significant for Aquila because it's securing part of the finance needed for the proposed $5.7 billion West Pilbara iron ore project. That aims to produce 30 million metric tonnes of iron ore from 2014. So obviously that's why we've seen them up this morning, but they've still got a lot of way to go. Aquila and Sumitomo have also said they've signed an initial agreement to form a joint venture covering coal exploration assets in Queensland. So yeah, it's good news for Aquila, but they've still got a little bit to go.
Yeah, of course, they've had that long-running dispute with Vale as well over the stake in the Belvedere coal project too. So until that's sorted though, do you think that we could see gains in Aquila capped? I mean, it's doing pretty well today.
It is doing well today, but we think the stock's got a lot of headwinds before we can see it sort of get back up to where it used to be. I think they've got a lot of deals to be done before we're going to see the stock sort of get back to the levels we saw them at last year. Our analyst has a sell on the stock, but if they keep on going forward with making progress like they have today, then we could see it turn around. But yeah, we're not super positive on the stock at the moment.
Got to ask you about Monadelphous too. It's secured a new contract. Good news for the company?
Yeah, absolutely. Monadelphous is one of our favourite picks. We have seen the share price rally pretty hard. It's over $24 now. We've got a price target. We moved it up last month to just over 27, and today they've come out and they've secured a contract, maintenance and construction contract in Western Australia and Queensland. It's worth a combined $220 million. The new construction work comprises of iron ore car dumpers for Rio Tinto in Western Australia and various facilities for its Wiggins Isle coal export terminal in Gladstone in Queensland. The maintenance work is with Woodside at its Pluto project, and Monadelphous said the latest contract wins took its total value of work secured for the company 2011-2012 financial year to just over $1.8 billion. So although we have seen the share price rally and they do look a little bit expensive, they are continuing to get these really good contracts, and I suppose the share price is, you're paying a pretty high PE for them, but they're probably worth it. So yeah, it's really good news for Monadelphous shareholders. Just
staying in that sector of the market too, Ausenco's also got a new contract today. What do you think of that, and how does it compare, say, to some of those other companies that you've just been speaking about?
Yeah, Ausenco also is one of our favourite stocks. We've followed the stock for a very long time. We actually floated it a few years ago, and they've come out and said that they signed a creative phase contract to provide EPCM services to manage $1.1 billion with Hudbay mineral copper project in Peru. Ausenco Minerals and mining business line, they continue with the next phase of this project, which includes the development of the mine. We heard from the CEO, Zimi. He's obviously very positive about this contract, and he said that the Australian, Canadian and Peruvian offices will be working together to develop this important project. And South America remains a key growth area for the business. And the award of this contract further strengthens its footprint and project delivery pipeline in this high growth region. So yeah, really good news for Ausenco shareholders there as well. The last sort of month to 6 weeks, we've seen them run pretty hard as well, getting over sort of that 440 mark, and we've got about a 488 price target on the stock. So we think there's still a little bit more to go with Ausenco. But obviously there's a lot going on today with the RBA meeting at 2:30. So we'll wait and see what happens with that. We're waiting for One Steel. They said they'd come out today with their new name. And
actually, Campbell, yeah, we've just heard that it's going to be Arium, A-R-R-I-U-M. One Steel's just announced that there. Yep. So what do you think this can help in terms of pushing One Steel forward? I mean, obviously it needs to change the name to reflect the mining growth of the business.
Yeah, absolutely. So they said they were going to change their name and also a new business strategy, which obviously moves them further away from the, just strictly sort of steel area, which is, obviously he's been struggling pretty hard for the last six months to a year. So it might create a bit more, positive response for the stock just with a new business strategy and also moving into different areas. So it's really good for One Steel, and we've seen them, rally fairly hard over the last 6 to 8 weeks, whereas stocks like BlueScope have, haven't really done anything. So One Steel are trying to move forward out of just the strictly steel industry, and yeah, it's good for One Steel shareholders.
Great. Okay, thank you so much for that, Campbell, for that quick reaction there to that news. Thanks so much.
Not a problem. Thank you.
One Steel shares haven't moved though on that name change news. They're at $1.26.5. So the new name will be Arium.